Regular meeting of the Waukee City Council to order. Will everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Nick, will you please do roll call?
Mayor Clark.
Here.
Councilmember Anderson.
Here.
Councilmember Crone.
Here.
Councilmember Grove.
Here.
Councilmember Lyon.
Here.
Councilmember Pierce.
Here. Agenda item D is open forum. Open forum is for members of the public to address the council on any subject over which the council has the authority to act, or on any item on the agenda other than a public hearing. If you're here tonight and would like to speak to the council, please approach the podium or raise your hand. If you're participating via Zoom and would like to address the council, please click on the raise hand icon located under the reactions controls. Just as a reminder, if you do wish to speak, you'll need to state your name and address for the record.
No hands raised in Zoom.
Okay, an open forum is closed. Agenda item E is agenda approval. Could I get a motion? Move to approve. Okay. Any discussion? Please vote.
Councilmember Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Crone.
Yes.
Councilmember Grove.
Yes.
Councilmember Lyon.
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce.
Yes. We have no public hearings tonight, so agenda item I1 is the consent agenda. Can I get a motion?
Move to approve.
Second. Any discussion? Please vote.
Councilmember Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Crone.
Yes.
Councilmember Grove.
Yes.
Councilmember Lyon.
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce.
Yes. Agenda item I2 is consideration of approval of a resolution directing sale of $10,460,000. It's subject to adjustment per terms of offering general obligation bonds for Series 2026A. Can I get a motion? So moved. Second. How are you tonight?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. My name is Matt Stuffel. I'm with PFM Financial Advisors, the municipal advisor for the city. Today at 10 o'clock, the city took bids on $10,460,000 of general obligation Series 2026A bonds. The city received 10 bids. There were an additional 38 banks in syndicate with the 10 bids. The low bid was from Raymond James out of New York, New York. They bid a 3.60%. The cover bid was Hilltop Securities out of Dallas, Texas. They bid a 3.63%. So the bids were considerably better than we had built into the pro forma. The city ended up with about $827,000 of additional proceeds based on the premium and lower debt service of over $800,000. I'm here tonight to answer any questions you may have on the bonds, but very favorable. The spread to the municipal index is what we look at very closely, was about 17 basis points. That's the lowest the city has seen in terms of the spread to the index, at least over the last 5 years. And so we were very pleased with the results. Nearly AAA rates in terms of like what we saw in the market today. So a lot of interest in the bonds, and you could see that from the 10 different bids that the city received. So are there any questions before I make a formal recommendation?
Any questions? No. All right.
Okay, then it would be PFM's recommendation to award the bond, the $10,460,000 of general obligation bond series 2026A to Raymond James and Associates.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Please vote.
Councilmember Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Crone.
Yes.
Councilmember Grove.
Yes.
Councilmember Lyon.
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce.
Yes. Agenda item I3, consideration of approval of an ordinance to amend Chapter 169 zoning ordinance, City of Waukee, Iowa, by rezoning certain property from A1 to C1, a parcel to be known as Orange Commercial Development. This is a second reading.
Move to approve the second reading of the ordinance in title only.
Second.
Melissa.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. The property again is located at the northeast corner of Northeast Alice's Road and East Hickman Road. It's highlighted or outlined in yellow on the screen. It contains 33.53 acres in area. The request is to rezone the property from A1 Agricultural District to C1 Community and Highway Service Commercial District for future commercial development. Staff recommends approval of the second reading of the rezoning, and I would be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Did you have one?
I was just going to say, as a reminder, the city council does not choose who purchases this property. Were you going to say something similar?
No, but I appreciate that's always a good reminder for everyone. I was going to comment that while this has no impact on zoning whatsoever, I've now received quite a few comments from various parties in the community highlighting concerns over traffic and concerns over, I guess I would call it the design of the corridor and overall thoughts relative to some of the neighboring buildings and wanting it to be, yes, not something that looks like what's to the south on that corner. And so I would just highlight in terms of as we move forward past zoning, I would urge staff to keep that in mind. Any other questions? Okay. All right. Please vote.
Councilmember Anderson,
Yes.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Lyon,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce.
Yes. All right. Item I4, consideration of approval of an ordinance to amend Chapter 169 zoning ordinance, City of Waukee, Iowa, by rezoning certain property from A1 to KRC, a parcel to be known as B. Crum Farms. This is also a second reading.
Move to approve the second reading of the ordinance in title only.
Second.
Melissa.
The property is located north of Ashworth Road and east of Grand Prairie Parkway. It contains 4.20 acres. It's outlined again in yellow on the screen. The request is to rezone the property from A1 Agricultural District to K-RC Kettlestone Retail Community District for future commercial development. It'll match the areas kind of in the pinkish that are neighboring it to the north and to the west. Staff recommends approval of the second reading of the rezoning, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Please vote.
Councilmember Anderson,
Yes.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Lyon,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce.
Yes. Agenda item I5, consideration of approval of an ordinance to amend Chapter 169 zoning ordinance, City of Waukee, Iowa, by rezoning certain property from C1A to C1, a parcel to be known as WCSD Admin Building Expansion. This is also a second reading.
I move to approve the second reading of the ordinance in title only.
Second. Melissa.
And the property is located south of Southeast University Avenue and west of Grand Prairie Parkway. It's just south of the high school and Prairie View Middle School is just to the north. It contains 10.22 acres in area. It's outlined in blue on the screen. The request is to rezone the property from C-1A Neighborhood Commercial District to C-1 Community and Highway Service Commercial District for the expansion of the existing Waukee Community School District Administration Building. Staff recommends approval of the second reading of the rezoning, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Please vote.
Councilmember Anderson,
Yes.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Lyon,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce.
Yes. Agenda item I6, consideration of approval of an ordinance to amend Chapter 169 zoning ordinance, City of Waukee, Iowa, by rezoning certain property from R4/PD1 to R4/PD1, a parcel known as Vintage Estates of Waukee. This is also a second reading.
Move to approve the second reading of the ordinance in title only.
Second.
Melissa.
The property is located north of Southeast Esker Ridge Drive and west of Southeast Parkview Crossing Drive, just a little further west, Grand Prairie Parkway. You can see on the screen here. Contains 7.9 acres in area. The request is to rezone the property in order to amend the current plan development document to allow for individual lots for each of the proposed residential units in lieu of the co-op development as they had originally planned. Staff recommends approval of the second reading of the rezoning, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Please vote.
Councilmember Anderson. Councilmember Crone.
Yes.
Councilmember Grove.
Yes.
Councilmember Lyon.
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce.
Yes.
I7, consideration of approval of a resolution approving site plan for Charlotte's Kitchen at 1165 Southeast University Avenue. Can I get a motion? Move to approve?
Second.
Melissa.
The owner is Chicken Coop Real Estate LLC. The applicant is Charlotte's Kitchen LLC. The property is located north of Southeast University Avenue and east of Southeast Ellis's Road. It contains just over an acre in area. The property is zoned C-1A Neighborhood Commercial District with a planned development overlay. The project includes the construction of a single-story restaurant building. I'm going to zoom in so you can see the site layout a little bit better here, maybe. Why it's not going. It might show up there at some point. So the project includes the construction of a single-story restaurant building.
Now we're
The
there.
building is 2,425 square feet in area and 22 feet in height. The site includes a drive-through lane, kind of located on the north and west sides of the building. A trash enclosure is shown at the north side of the site. A detached structure for an employee shelter is shown to the north of the building to assist with drive-through ordering. And an outdoor patio is shown south of the building. And then a monument sign is proposed at the southwest corner of the site off of University Avenue. There are several existing access points into the site, both private, and then there's a public access point off of Southeast University Drive or Southeast University Avenue. No new access points are proposed. They're already existing. Pedestrian connection will be provided into the site from the trail along Southeast University Avenue. And then parking and landscaping requirements are being met. Public utilities are provided to the site. Stormwater detention will be provided with the existing pond, which is located off-site just to the west. And then the building elevations, let me go to that. So the building is proposed to be constructed of mostly stone veneer and then wood look insulated wall panels. And then the trash enclosure and employee shed will be constructed of that same stone as the building. Staff recommends approval of the site plan, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Are there any questions?
I'm a little bit confused. Is this fast food or is it a sit-down type restaurant?
I believe it's
Fast.
considered fast food.
Okay.
At the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting, they did ask about the drive-through. So some of their orders take a little bit longer, so they'll have them drive through, and then there's dedicated parking spots for people to wait for their food, and then they'll bring their food out.
Okay.
So it
Okay.
might not be fast.
Okay. Not as fast-ish. Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Please vote.
Councilmember Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Crone.
Yes.
Councilmember Grove.
Yes.
Councilmember Lyon.
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce.
Yes.
I8, consideration of approval of a motion approving change order number 1 to SM Hinges and Son, Inc. for the West Area Trunk Sewer Extension Phase 3 project, increasing the contract in the amount of $172,158.60. Can I get a motion? Move to approve?
Second.
Rudy?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Good evening, council members. Change order 1 is for adjustment to the bore crossing of T Avenue. We're in the southwest part of the community. We're extending this sanitary trunk sewer. It's a 30-inch, 24-inch pipe. We have the contractor undiscovered utility conflicts at the T Avenue crossing. So the change order before you tonight is for lowering that crossing under T Avenue to avoid those utilities, as well as about 2,000 feet of sewer leading up to that bore itself. This is a gravity sewer, so we have to chase that back as we lower elevations at the street crossing itself. Being that this is outside the city's corporate boundary, we don't have the authority to force relocate those utilities. So the analysis there for the cost to relocate, to pay for the cost of relocation of those utilities far exceeds our adjustment of the design itself. So at this time, staff's worked with the contractor to, again, dial this cost in as best we can, understanding those utility elevations in comparison to the design of the sewer itself. And the recommendation is before you here for this change order one. So in addition to the cost of the relocation or evaluation of relocation of those utilities, we also have to complete the sewer by the spring planting. We paid for crop damages on the portions of farm ground that we are crossing with this sewer as well. So at this time, staff recommends approval of change order one. Happy to take any questions if you have any.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Please vote.
Councilmember Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Grove.
Yes.
Councilmember Crone.
Yes.
Councilmember Lyon.
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce.
Yes.
I9, consideration of approval of a motion approving change order number 2 to Landmark Structures for the 3rd Street Elevated Storage Tank Replacement Project, increasing the contract in the amount of $74,919. Can I get a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Rudy?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Change order number 2 is for adding of an active mixer in the bowl of the tower itself. This is due to improper chlorine dispersion that we're experiencing in the bowl itself. We're not having enough turnover with the passive system. The original design was intended with nozzles that were to stir the water as it inflowed and outflowed of the tower itself. We're not having the duration nor the velocity through those nozzles with that original design. So the solution there to ensure that we have proper chlorine dispersion in that water as we're pulling it out is adding this active mixer here for the dollar amount you see, just under $75,000. We did have obviously design parameters at the beginning of the project. Beaster and Kim was the designer on this, so we're working through this cost analysis and how is that properly shared between the city and the designers themselves. Still working on that resolution there, but to keep things moving forward so that we do have not have concerns with chlorine dispersion as we get into more of our higher use times leading up to the spring, summer months. The solution was this active mixer. This is just a solution that is also recommended in water towers. It's just our original design, which came from the water tower designers themselves. Is a passive system that is proprietary to their design work and whatnot. So had we had our pumping system and our distribution system itself met those parameters that were initially assumed in their design, it probably would work, and maybe it does in the future as we grow our water demand and usage in that tower, and possibly this mixer, this active mixer, then is removed at that point in time. But time will tell. So at this time, staff's recommending the approval of the installation of this, so we don't have again that chlorine issue there. So happy to take any questions if there are any, but staff's recommending approval of this change order number 2.
Okay, thank you. Are there questions? Please vote.
Councilmember Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Crone.
Yes.
Councilmember Grove.
Yes.
Councilmember Lyon.
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce.
Yes. Item I10, consideration of approval of a resolution approving proposal and project implementation agreement by and between owner and artist. This is Waukee Public Safety Building. Can I get a motion?
Move to approve.
Second?
Nick?
That one's me. No slide for this one. Just a brief description. This is for the public art project for the new public safety building that was at work session. It's a local artist, Clint Hansen. And it follows the template that has been approved by legal counsel. The only change is that the contracted amount has went up slightly because of the unanticipated increase in the footings and electrical quote. So the total is $58,092. But the timeline should still be good. We'll expect installation by August. And happy to answer any questions you have.
Any questions?
How much did it increase by from what?
It increased by $8,092. And the budget is covered with the construction budget from the building, and we have enough to cover that.
All right, please vote.
Councilmember Anderson. Councilmember Crone.
Yes.
Councilmember Grove.
Yes.
Councilmember Lyon.
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce.
Yes.
Agenda item J, reports. Fred.
Thank you, Mayor. I'll be brief tonight. Just a reminder to the public as well as to the mayor and council that Wednesday from 4 to 6 at the new public safety building, we will be celebrating Linda as she makes her way out of here in retirement. So 4 to 6, the public is invited to attend that reception.
Anything to report? Okay. Kayla?
No report.
No report?
All right. With that, I will take a motion to adjourn.
So moved?
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Right. Have a good week.
You too.
Go home and go to bed, Courtney.
Go
This
home and
is a
stop
million
talking.
times better than I was Friday.
You have a birthday to celebrate tonight, Tegan?